Well, since we're talking about social media and the use of guns, we mentioned this earlier in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently some folks down in Houston were using Facebook Live.
Okay.
And they were fucking around with a gun.
Yep.
Of course, this story does not mention where the gun came from.
Of course not.
But some let's just put it this way: some very upstanding looking citizens were wielding a gun inside of a car and doing Facebook Live.
Sounds like a good idea.
And what ended up happening is one of them got shot in the head during this Facebook Live.
And the others laughed and laughed.
Yep. A Houston man was reportedly shot in the head as his friends messed around with a gun in a car during a Facebook Live video.
Devin, so they were trying to show how street they were.
I think so, and we'll play some of the audio.
Okay.
Devin, I think that's how you say the name, Devyn. Holmes, 26, is on life support after the Easter Sunday shooting while hanging with his pals.
Cool.
In a parking lot of a gas station.
Mm-hmm. Good idea.
Police said Holmes was in the vehicle early Sunday with Cassandra Damper, 25, and another man when the woman began pointing the gun at the camera.
Oh, that's good.
You're making me nervous, Holmes could be heard saying in the edited video circulating online.
Oh, yeah? How you feel now?
Yeah. Holmes is seen with the footage attempting to stop the woman from waving the gun around.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't got no clip, bud, another person reportedly responded.
Okay.
But seconds later, the gun fired and it struck the 26-year-old man. Oh. The footage making rounds on social media does not show the moment he was gunned down, but does show him slumped over and covered with blood.
Yeah, that was a big ouch.
Holmes was rushed to Ben Taub Hospital, where he remains in critical condition.
Mm-hmm.
Officers arrested Damper after she allegedly attempted to wipe off the gun residue on her hands. She was booked on charges of tampering or fabricating evidence.
Right.
Damper claimed that she was unaware that the gun was loaded in an interview with authorities. The man involved in the shooting video was not charged. Police said more charges could be forthcoming.
All right.
So let's play some of the audio here.
Okay.
This is about as unintelligible as the Iranian woman.
Okay.
I'm going to assume that these folks are from the U.S., but apparently they failed their English courses.
All right.
All right, here we go.
West side.
Me?
I'm supposed to be from Cali.
Ready to look, let that hoe look.
Scoot in when I scoot in.
We all gotta see.
Hey,
We all gotta see, bitch.
I'm in my bed. Why you do all that motherfucking lying, dog?
Lying ass.
Like you finna pull up.
Lying ass hoe. You see what we doing the lying ass hoes?
Hey, man.
We draw down.
You making me nervous.
We draw down on them hoes.
She ain't got no clip, bud.
Hey, where you from again?
Say so,
Scott
bitch.
Block?
Oh my God.
So this guy slumped over with blood dripping off him, and these guys are bailing out of the car.
Like, oh my God.
It's like, fuck that shit. I'm out of here.
Yeah, fuck this bitch.
Yo, somebody about down. They.
We draw down on a bitch. We drawn down on a bitch. Shut up. With your fucking street slang, you fucking twat. I hope they fucking give her life. They won't. But they sure should. Clearly, just being a fucking street fucking whore. And acting like a fucking jizzbag and getting exactly what she deserved.
Right.
Trying to show how hard they are, how street they are. Okay, how street are you now? Your buddy got a fucking hole in his head, you fucking cunt.
Well, it was clear that the guy who got shot in the head
Yeah.
He didn't even know this chick because what he's saying, where are you from again?
Yeah. So is somebody in the car that knew her?
Apparently.
Jeez. Yeah.
She's like waving that gun around. He goes, "You're making me nervous."
You almost feel bad for him, except he let her in his car. You know? Why'd he let her in his car? Waving a goddamn pistol around. Fuck.
Yep.
Well, in a way, I feel bad for that guy. I hope she gets fucking whatever the worst penalty they can give her for manslaughter. You know, he's not dead though, is he?
Well, they said he was on life support.
All right. So if he dies, let's hope that she gets fucking charged with like 2nd-degree murder and does like a 25 spell.
Well, the thing is that with semi-automatic or weapons, especially with handguns.
Yeah.
That happens way too often to where people pull the clip out of a gun, but there's still one in the chamber.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how Chicago guitarist Terry Kath died.
Mm-hmm.
He pulled the clip out of his gun. Hey, don't worry, there's no clip in it. But yet there was there was still one bullet chambered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely. Well, here's the thing. I don't know Terry Kath's situation, but I know this situation. Stop playing with your fucking gun. Stop playing. It's not a fucking toy, dick fuck. Use it to murder somebody that fucking is trying to murder you. That's what it's for. That's the only thing that it's for.
Right.
It's not for hunting. It's not for fucking anything else. It's for somebody coming to try and hurt or kill you or your family. You murder them. That's what it's for. It is for fucking murdering criminals. It's not to prove that you're a badass. It doesn't prove that you're a badass. Anybody can have a gun, so it does not prove that you're a badass. Use it for what it's supposed to be, and then there won't be any problems.
Well, Ronnie Van Zant from Lynyrd Skynyrd said it best way back in 1974. Guns are made for killing. They ain't good for nothing else.
No, that's it. I mean, that's the crux of it in reality, too, is that you do not try and play off this nonsensical, well, they're just for hunting, or, man, I love to go to the range and shoot target. Fuck you. A gun is for one thing, to kill somebody trying to kill you. That's what it's for. That's what mine are for. That's why I have mine, because if somebody comes in this house, I'm going to fucking end them. I'm going to end them or they're going to end me, but somebody's going home dead. That's what they're for. So treat them like that. Stop acting like a fucking jizzball, waving it around on a fucking camera like you're fucking some hard ass. You're not. You're just a stupid twat with a piece of fucking metal. And now you shot your not-so-friend, whatever he was to you. And now you're going to do time for it, you stupid bitch. How's that fucking feel?
Well, given that we've advanced about 10 years into social media, going all the way back to MySpace, then into Facebook, then into Twitter, and then obviously Instagram and all the other, social media platforms.
Right.
And I know since you use it quite a bit, what is your honest opinion of social media today? Do you wish that are you glad we have it, or do you wish for days we didn't have it anymore?
I wish it would go away. I as much as I'm a hardcore user of it, I'm more a hardcore user of it because I make money with it. But in a perfect world, I would never have social media. I fucking hate it. I hate Facebook. I fucking detest. I detest what it does to relationships with people. I just can't fucking stand that now people judge each other based on the most minute disagreements that they have personality-wise. It has absolutely ruined day-to-day relationships. In the old days, and we've had this conversation, in the old days, no matter what, you had people that did not agree with you politically. And what did you do? You just avoided that fucking topic. You know, you may not have liked somebody's political stance, but you know what? You both were fucking Van Halen fans. So what'd you do? You went and you fucking sat down in a room together, you got drunk, and you listened to Van Halen too, and you're like, fuck yeah, man. That's the shit. No, that's not the shit. This is the shit. You know, that's what you did. Now, you're not, because of stupid social media, everybody can go on and bicker and bitch and moan, and we've lost that interaction. We've lost commonality. And because nobody is 100% the same, you know, it basically makes everybody in confrontational mode. Everybody's always in confrontation about something. And now everybody goes to social media looking for confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's just on social media to say, hey, look, here's a picture of my fucking kid's 25th birthday or whatever. And then the family member's going, oh, that's so sweet. I wish I could have been there. That shit. That's what the dummies that fucking build social media say it's for, but nobody uses it for that.
Mm-mm.
People go through their fucking timeline on Facebook, especially, or Twitter, looking for something to fucking say something snarky about. That's what they do. I do it. I'm not going to lie. I do it too. You know, I do. I don't go in there saying, oh, that's a great thought. Congratulations on such a good, well thought out thing. I just look for something that I can fucking bitch at because I want to fuck with people. And that's what I do. I go on and then I go and fuck with people.
Right.
And that's what everybody does. Everybody. Dude, I'll give you a perfect example today. Today I'm on Facebook, and our good buddy John Mahoney from the Metal Lessons back when, he posted a thing out there about, it said something to the effect of, Sammy Hagar's the biggest idiot in the history of rock music.
Okay.
So I wrote back to him, and I wrote, was there something specific that brought that on, or is that just a general statement? And then it just got into the same old argument that it always comes to, which is he ruined Van Halen. You know, the same old tired argument that Sammy ruined Van Halen. So I said in my post back to him, I said, well, I'm not going to argue that point with you, even though I disagree. But I will say that he had some really, really good songs past Van Halen, and I named them. I said, well, this album had this song, and this album had this song, this album had this song. But then all of Mahoney's friends just jumped, and people I don't even know, just jumped on board to start piling on to start the argument. It was all, fuck Sammy, he's a jizzbag, it's all about Roth. Roth was the band, and then it was ruined, and it was just like antagonistic, trying to get me to start a fucking argument because they saw that I had the opposite opinion. And truthfully, I just didn't have time for it today, so I didn't get into it. But you know, because you know me, normally I would go all for it and fucking kill them with facts, and then it would be over. But I just honestly didn't have time. But it was funny. There's at least 15 posts behind my post saying about how Roth is the man and Sammy's a piece of shit, and you know, Sammy Hagar never recorded a good note in his life, and blah blah. And it's like, you're just looking to start a fucking problem. And that is a microcosm of Facebook. Somebody says anything, and then everybody just looks to fucking shit on it. And if they don't, I mean, I know you're not on Facebook, but I know you see it from time to time.
Sure.
If there's ever any kind of an issue, regardless of what the issue is, it could be guns, or it could be religion, or it could be housekeeping, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
Do you ever see a thread that goes start to finish with at least 10 comments where there's not one person that's not only in disagreement, but an asshole in their disagreement? I would say you never do. I would say that there is never a time that an actual Facebook conversation can go 10, 12, 15 comments deep without somebody not only disagreeing, but being a cunt about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the problem. That is the definition of social media now. Say something, then bicker nonstop about whatever is said. So yeah, it's a bag of shit. To answer your question, it's fucking useless shit. And the worst part about it is not us because we're older and we still, well, not you, but me, we still have relationships with people. This younger generation, they haven't developed relationship skills with people. They don't know how to have relationships with people. They don't know how to be friendly with people that don't align with them perfectly, which means they don't know how to have any friends. And I will argue all day long, this next generation, they are so limited in their ability to have friends because of fucking social media.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have no, they have no skill of how to, A, make friends, and B, get past rough patches with friends. I mean, when you were a kid, dude, or maybe even as an adult, as a young adult, you had problems with friends. We all did. We had friends that would fuck us over. Or you would fight with a friend. I mean, when I was in high school or junior high or whatever, I had friends that I absolutely threw punches with. We'd argue about something, whatever it was, and we'd start fighting, and we'd beat each other's ass, and then 2 days later, one of us would come to the other and say, hey, are we done with this shit now? Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, let's go listen to the fucking new Journey record and get past this shit.
Right.
These kids today, they don't know that. Mm-hmm. They don't know how to do that because they don't argue in person. They don't have personal confrontation anymore. They only have online confrontation. And online confrontation always ends with a, fuck you, you're wrong, you're blocked. Well, you can't do that in real life. So what does that leave you? It leaves you with an inability to actually work past a disagreement, which means that in the end, you don't know how to interact with people at all. It's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, social media is cancer to me. I hate it. I'll use it. I'll keep making money with it. I gladly cash $1,500, $2,000 a month from it. I'm happy to take their money. I'm certainly happy that social media drives a lot of fucking people to my pinball business. I'm thrilled about that. I had the best month of my entire existence so far last month, and I attribute a ton of it to social media. So for that aspect, I love it. But in the end, it's ruining society, and it's just going to get worse.
Yep.
And we're fucked. Thanks a lot, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, pal.
And you too, Mike or Pete or whatever that guy's name was on MySpace.
Tom.
What was that guy's name? Tom.
Tom.
Tom. Tom was everybody's friend. Tom had like 8 million friends.
Yeah.
Tom. But yeah, that's my stance.
All right. Well, we got a little less than 2 hours to go. We got some happy time with Harry tonight.
Yes.
And we got a few more stories to get to and things to discuss. So I'm going to play a couple of tunes here. Our good friend Jason Starkey, no relation to Ringo Starr.
Oh.
He hit us up. He's our friend from the band Iron Dragon.
Pass the puss.
That's right. Pass the Pussy.
I know that song.
He says, Neely, thanks for keeping Pass the Pussy in your rotation.
Right.
Will you play another song? Close to the Bone is way more family friendly.
Oh, well, then we don't want to play that.
Well, we're going to play it anyway.
All right.
So this is from a CMS fan and friend.
Yeah.
From the band Iron Dragon. And this one is just called Close to the Bone. So here it is. It's Iron Dragon exclusively here
on your classic metal show.